you guys, it's Tiffany, and I thought I'd give you a quick little shout out as I'm driving to work today. I'm going in super late because my morning just wasn't booked, so weird, huh? I'm behind on vlogs, and I don't know how that happened. Probably because I worked a double yesterday and I just didn't have time to, on Saturday I was busy, and anyway. So Saturday was my first day of P3. So anyone who didn't watch my others knows that I did not start super slowly and add one little item at a time type of thing. I added way too much. So I started with that mug cake, which had coconut flour and honey in it. And I put probably 25 of those little mini chocolate chips on top of it just to sweeten it a little more. But I think next time, if I tried that one again, I'm going to put in like the Truvia or the xylitol or whatever the hell that sugar is, to try and sweeten it that way instead of the chocolate chips. Because anyway, it got me off the ledge of that holy crap, I have to eat chocolate cake or I'm gonna die type of craving that I was having. So it got me off of that one. And then that evening I ended up with a new recipe. Well, I ended up with chicken piccata. So it was cream and butter, coconut oil, capers, and artichokes. So there's like 5, 6, 7, and then 2 drinks, 8, 9. So it's 9 new things in a day. Really starting slow, Tiffany, starting slow. So yeah, I kind of went off the deep end that first day. So Sunday, and I only gained 0.6, which I was shocked, and I really thought, I was gonna gain more because I overate too. So yesterday I was like, okay, I gotta get back on just my P2 foods, and I'll let that settle for a day or two before I start adding anything new in. And I ended up pretty much doing fine, except I had that leftover chicken and it still had that cream sauce. So I did that, and I was up 0.2, and I had a teaspoon of honey, because I was gonna make a mug cake, and then I thought about it and thought, yeah, I better just chill. Better just chill and not do anything like that for the next couple days and see if I can get my body back to where I was. So I'm up 0.2, which still puts me about 2 pounds under LIW, but it was creeping up there, 0.6 and now 0.2. So today I'm just P2 foods and just more of them, because I'm not even risking. I just want to see if I can stay where I'm at. Can I just have one day without a gain? Just one? I know it's only a 0.2, but can I have just one day? So Laura, I caught up on you this morning, and I want, hindsight's everything. You don't know. You don't know what's good and what's not. For me, I have to wonder, because I struggled for probably 3.5 weeks, at least. It took me so long to get out of the 190s. It took me an almost entire round, half a round, to get out of the stupid 190s. So taking that 2-week break did make me restart losing again, but the problem is I went, ape shit on that break, and I gained 6 pounds of like pure fat sugar. I mean, all I ate was sugar and carbs and just crap, and so I gained 6 pounds in those 2 weeks. And then that, load day, I figured I really didn't need the food, but I wanted a facial, so I did the glycerin, and that was 5 pounds. And so that's 9 pounds I had to re-lose again, and it did. It took me over a week to get just those off. And so I have to wonder that if I would have stuck with shorter rounds, taken a 3-week P3 break, and gone back and done another short round, calendar-wise, it would have been dang close to the same. Maybe a week off. Would have been dang close to the same thing. And would I have lost you in that first 30 days or whatever that first P3, whatever that first round would have been, like that, what was it, 28 days or 32 days or something like that, whatever that would have been, if I could have lost that and then another one as another round, it would have been more than I lost doing all of it at one time with just that scheduled break, you know? And I think going the longer round probably I struggled more with, because the longer round I mean, it was in my head. I mean, I did really good. I never cheated except on the break. I just didn't. But I think my body was tired. I think my adrenal glands were tired. I think my body was catching up with that HCG. And I think it was too long of a round, because I couldn't pull that 40 pounds. There's just no way. Even if I would have stuck with it, you know, the longer round, another week or so, like I had planned to, I don't know if my body would have let me get all the way down another 6-7 pounds and held it. So it's all hindsight. I don't know. I think next time I'm gonna do a break through the end of the year, only because it's, you know, Christmas and I just can't. I'm gonna do another round in January, and at least at this point in my head, I'm trying to let my body break a little bit and hope maybe my head will be different by the time I get there. Maybe I'll think, yeah, another long round, yeah, let's do it. But I might try and rein myself in to only do the month. That will put me through P3 through the middle of February. And I think if I do those smaller rounds, I think I'm going to lose more in the long round, and I think it's going to be better for my body. So at this point, that's where I kind of wish I would have done instead of extending that round, because by the end of that round where I was just like, I should just call this, or maybe I should write it out, my body was just stalling. It's, you know, it fought me for 3 weeks to get through those 190s. So I barely got into the 180s when I finally just called it. And I just couldn't. I think my body and my head would have been better if I would have done 2 shorter rounds as opposed to 1 really long round. Does that make sense? So we'll see where I feel again in January, if I'm like, nope, I'm going for a long one. Or if I'm like, I got all the time in the world, I've got all year before, you know, holiday crap comes up again. So I could probably write it out and do 2 smaller ones. I think I'm probably going to end up doing 2 more rounds and seeing if I can stabilize there. But we'll see. Okay, I know this is super long, so I'm going to let you go, because I have to catch up on Nat and Sabrina and Sarah. I know that you've got 2 in there that I haven't watched. Tara, I watched some of her P3 shopping thing, but I didn't actually get time to like respond to it. Great idea. I wouldn't have thought of pepperoni. I mean, I would have, but it would have. Anyway, I'm just gonna do this next week. Probably super slow, adding, I think my only new thing is gonna be like butter, and then maybe Wednesday or something I might try a little piece of cheese, because I really want to like restabilize from my weekend of 9 new things, and kind of resettle my my hormones again, and then start adding in again slowly. So I did make that chocolate delight off HCG Besties. I've never done chocolate delight or anything like that in the round, so it I thought it tasted pretty good. So I put them in little baggies, in little packs of 3s. So in little baggies, so that'll be my little snack pack if I feel I need it. So I think that'll be good. And then maybe Wednesday or something I'll try another mug cake, or I'll just see what I feel like. I just don't want to, I want to get resettled before I start adding in 8 million more things again. I just I can't risk it not stabilizing. So I will talk with you ladies later. Have a good day. Oh, look, sun. Sun. See you later. Bye.